now switch gears down and go to our Kano studio, where I'm being joined by a former governor of Jigawa State, former Governor Sule Lamido. It's good to see you, Excellency, and thank you so much for finding time to talk to us on Channels Television.
Thank you, Theo. Thank you very much. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much. I mean, let me start by getting to hear from you, because we understand that you've been getting some visitation, you've been meeting with some of your political friends. What is in the offing? Are you planning a new political party? Are you planning a merger or alliance? What exactly is going on?
Well, thank you, Shaun. In view of what we're going to do in Nigeria as a crisis of the party, and the way our government is being run, which they know if you don't have a very strong political system, strong political party, you can't have a very good government. And because the way our party is being run, and apparently because the interest of the government also interfering in our party, we feel that, we have to do something to be able to make sure they know we save the party and in so doing also save Nigeria. So the political reconnaissance we are undertaking is just to consult, like minds, come together, discuss, look at the issues since the loss of power in 2015, what transpired, what has gone wrong, reflect and then interrogate the situation and see how we can move forward. And in this effort, we feel that, if we don't save PDP, Nigeria will be highly affected, and that's what's happening now. So the issue is simply meeting like mind, discussing, sharing views and opinion about our party, how it is being run, and what we went through from 2014 after the election up to now, and then see whether we can come to an understanding, within us, because the party must first of all internally unite, internally first, before we go to about looking either for merger or whatever you may call it. We feel that the party has to be fully reconciled internally, to restore trust to each other, restore confidence and believe in each other. And the commitment, by which the PDP was formed in 1998.
Okay, so let's be specific. I'd like to ask you, you are a very senior member of the PDP. Those of you who have seen it all in terms of the foundation of the PDP and what it looks like right now, who do you blame for the manner in which the party is right now? Because after 2015, there are a lot of committees led by the former Deputy Speaker of the Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu. About 2 or 3 times you've set up committees for reconciliation to find research on what happened to the party. 2015, same. 2019 happened again. And all of these committee reports, Bukola Saraki also led another committee for reconciliation, but the party is still where it is right now. I know that you are the man who speaks straight. Who do you blame for all of this trouble? Why is the PDP in so much of a crisis and is not able to get itself together?
To be able to properly understand what went wrong, is you have to reflect, in 1999 when we formed the government, our first 8 years in government, and the other 6 years by Jonathan, a number of things have happened. And the bigger problem, those who the party invented and created and dignified and honored were the first people to betray the party. That's the problem. I mean, we have to be very, very honest. Those who, what is happening now is simply a consequence of what happened, in the last, maybe 16 years of the PDP out of power. What we went through, key players in the party, our leaders, who were elected, who became, very, very visible, international profile, were the ones who first, betrayed the party. And so to be able to sit down and do the right thing, you have to see what was the purpose of those people who abandoned the party and then cause this kind of anguish and agony on the party now. So we have to be very, very frank in these discussions. We have to be very, very, it's not about me or anybody, it's about Nigeria and our party, PDP. The party was formed with some dream, with some vision, with some understanding of the future of Nigeria. That's how it was formed. And it has done so much for Nigeria by saving Nigeria out of crisis of June 12 and what have you. And after the country being stabilized, the key players who were the main beneficiaries of the party somehow betrayed the party. So it is something very, when your problem is fairly internal, when you know your own problem and it's apparent and it's something which is caused by you, not the opposition. In those days, the PDP culture today is a creation of PDP itself. Right from 2020, I think 2018, 19 to 20, and then to the formation of the new party leadership. So the political actors who are now leading the party and the people who are leading the party, and then our primary leaders who have been in government, in the last, in the form of the PDP, are the ones who are giving the problem. So we should be able to say what went wrong, what are we going to do, how do we reflect, and then how do we then come together and then forgive each other for whatever our mistakes, and think of Nigeria, or think of the country, and come together and maybe save Nigeria.
Let's take a breather, Your Excellency. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, our conversation continues on the state of the nation, where we are headed as a people, and perhaps some solutions to our political crises as a people, and of course, governance issue. Our conversation continues afterwards, everyone, with former Governor Sule Lamido. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Former Governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, has been speaking with us from our Kano studio. Thank you so much indeed. So let's get it. I've seen that there has been some meetings with Mr. Atiku Abubakar. Mr. Peter Obi has met with you, and it does look like we are hearing there is some possibility of a merger or some kind of alliance, political alliance, ahead of 2027. What is it about? Can you tell us?
Now, let me make this very, very clear. At the moment, the issue is about, uniting our party, the PDP, restoring the lost trust and confidence of our party men. The people now who feel that the PDP is literally owned by other people, and people cannot be owned. So we're working for to get PDP back. The issue of merger or alliance is not now on our table at all. We'll get there. We'll call the river how we get there. But for now, you see, anybody who talks about merger is not for PDP. We're simply coming together for the party. We're having a meeting very soon as a bit of elders, and then we'll look at the party. You see, Mauro, what has happened between 2015 to 2023? What have we done wrong? What have we done right? And how do we restore the party to its glory, our foundation days? So the thing, because the party home front had a vision for this country called Nigeria. Today, Nigerians are divided. Nigerians are impoverished. There is so much pain and anger and agony everywhere. I mean, issue of security. Today, you are using human beings as merchandise of business. So, the party called PDP, which has the capacity, the commitment, the discipline, and the vision to save Nigeria, is today owned by some few characters who are nowhere near the party in 1998, who don't understand how the party was formed in 1998, the vision of our founding fathers, their dream and the mission. They have no idea. So they are creation of political office, and they thought being in that office, they become so so the office environment simply made them feel so secure. They have no idea there's something called Nigeria outside. So let them open the window of their offices, and they find that in Nigeria outside there is squalor, there is hunger, there is poverty, there is insecurity, there is so much happening outside. So to us, is getting the party properly reconciled. Whoever it has committed any offense, all of us will come together and then forgive each other for the sake of Nigeria. Unite. And then when we unite a single party, single family, stable family, then we can look at occupying.
But Your Excellency, how do you achieve that? Because the major players or the major protagonists and the antagonists in this matter are still around, and those who are saying that with them in the equation, it's going to be a very difficult task of resolving the PDP internal crisis. How do you hope that you're going to resolve that?
We'll do that. It's all because before the current leaders, there are also other leaders. Therefore, the current leaders should be able to reflect and get inspiration from what others did before them. And when you put the country first, it's very, very easy. So I assure they know that, well, you see, it's about the commitment of the leadership of the elder of the party to restore Nigeria to what it was, to save the party to what it was, so they know we will be able to come together first. So we'll get it. So don't be too pessimistic. We'll get there because we feel they know we have duty for Nigeria to make sure they know we restore the PDP to our glory of the 2003 up to 2014 before the election. The country is now gone. So it's not about, people, it's in Nigeria and Nigerians and the country more than anything else. The political parties are the institutions, are the everybody about political power. If getting a political power through a party is simply to appropriate power and do something for ourselves glorification, then there's no power. So the power should be for the people, their well-being, their security, and everything else. So we'll get there, Sean. Don't worry. We'll get there.
Yeah, let me quickly get your view on this. The meeting with Peter Obi, is it that Mr. Obi is coming back to the PDP, and are you considering a southern presidential candidate for the PDP in 2027?
Peter Obi was our running mate in 2019 election, wasn't he? So he was PDP. So what's wrong if he comes back home? What's wrong with that? You see?
Is that the case? Is it coming now? Has he promised you that he's coming back?
What I'm saying, is it a crime if he comes back? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with that if he comes back? Is it a crime?
But what happened? Yeah, Your Excellency, what happened with the ambition of Mr. Atiku Abubakar, who said he will continue to run for president? And Mr. Atiku Abubakar is your leader. He's your very good friend.
No. You are wrong. You are wrong. PDP cannot be owned by anybody. PDP is owned by the Nigerian people of PDP. So the ambition of Atiku Abubakar is something different. It's his own personal ambition, his own personal feeling, and his right. But then the party, why the platform? Why for him to contest? So to me, one is free to make a declaration. To me, it has no meaning to me. I'm not part of it. I'm more concerned about first, building the PDP, keeping the PDP stable and strong. And when we get there, then at the time we come to produce our candidate, Atiku, and anybody who will come in can go and run. Anybody, Atiku, anybody. But then it has no monopoly over this slot of running for the PDP. It's not his own monopoly. So he's free to say whatever he's saying, and he's the right to say so. But then it has no bearing or meaning on what we are doing in our effort to be able to restore PDP. It has no meaning on. It has no bearing on that.
So let me get it straight. Now, are you of those in the PDP who think that it is just fair to leave power in the South? And is this the reason why you are considering Peter Obi, considering what happened in 2023, that he got a lot of followership, and that those who believe that maybe if he had stayed in the PDP and ran side by side with Atiku Abubakar, just maybe they may have swung that election and won the election. Are you of the opinion of saying the power should be retained in the South?
We are not beyond that. The dynamics have changed. Even in Labour, they're having crisis. So Obi was simply a symbol of a protest. And he was able to come to Nigeria, but they, we're not we're now under a entirely new scenario, new political evolution, whereby the country is literally evaporating, and the country must be restored. Therefore, Obi and I think others who have the ambition should be able to support the ambition to the political process. So they know by the time the political process is fully reconciled and organized, then they can kind of run. So for now, whether or not also is not the issue. For now, is getting a family of the PDP restored, and anybody who was in PDP. I mean, look, Fabio is not a president. Wasn't the PDP? I mean, all the kids today, all Nigerian kids today, all the key players in Nigeria are PDP. So what is, we want to create the kind of environment, so that as we inch towards 2027, the environment will be there for Nigeria and Nigerians. So people who might have made a mistake will not come back. It's a Nigerian family. So to me, it's not about getting a platform for somebody. It's the Nigerian platform for the PDP. We have to look inwards and see why have you gone wrong. What do we do to ensure we restore trust and confidence amongst ourselves? Whether you are a governor or you are party chairman today, to us is immaterial to me. The governor can do anything they want to solve the party, but they say the governors of the party are also a creation of the party. So if the chairman of the party is being difficult, I mean, you wouldn't have been a chairman if there was no party. If the governor is being difficult, they can't become governor if there was no party. So what does I want to make sure we've got a very, very strong platform to be able to simply confront APC, because APC has the capacity for mischief. They have the capacity for evil making. See now what we've been turned into. A country where we're actually all overwhelmed totally overwhelmed. We can't even, I mean, they keep on bringing issues. You know, it's either, you know, petrol subsidy. From there on, you know, new structure, new federation, and configuration of new states. And I mean, we are so confused because, and they are busy. So they confuse us as a government. If they confuse us as a party, while they are there, you know, make sure they know they remain in power. We are busy, you know, on kind of what they call, you know, red herring chase.
Governor Lamido, let me quickly ask you. I'm going to ask you some questions on governance and the way forward for our country. But Governor Lamido, just a moment, because I know that you don't mince words and you say it exactly the way you feel about it. Would you blame Atiku Abubakar for the present situation of the PDP?
If you refer into history, between 2000 to date, there are so many people who blame PDP. It's not only Atiku. A number of them.
I'm talking about in the last few years and
no. You see, you have to take the whole thing holistically. Don't take, you know, if you go to the middle of the chain and take away the particular chain or particular link, then the whole chain will break. So look at it from the very beginning, from 2007. To date, what have we done wrong in the PDP, and who are those who did the wrong thing? You know them. It's not Atiku alone. It's not Atiku Abubakar, former governors, former president, former vice president. I mean, we are all to blame because they abandoned the very party which made them what they are. They abandoned it, and that's why Nigeria is suffering. If they've all been in the party now, all of them. I mean, we're talking about, you know, APC and the amalgamation or the alliance. So don't make it very personal. You know, it should be taken, you know, from the very beginning of the problem to date. Don't come to the middle and pick Atiku or others. No, there are others who did more sinister things than Atiku.
All right, let me ask you, how do you hope to fight the APC at the polls in 2007 with your plans? Because you are of the opinion that you don't think that APC is doing the right thing. But the government of the day will tell you that they are building something, and it might bring about the pains, an initial pain, which they describe as to the pains of childbearing, which an initial pain will come, and at the end of the day, there will be joy. Don't you think that maybe the APC, according to them, are building something that will eventually give a hope? They promise renewed hope in their agenda of coming into power. What would you be preaching differently to Nigerians about the PDP, whom you have said had many problems in the past? How do you convince Nigerians that you have an alternative to what they are facing or experiencing under the APC-led government at the moment?
Thank you, Shehu. Thank you very much. We see also it in early, because I saw yesterday, this is some statistics about, you know, inflation, blah, blah. I saw you making some analysis. So it means they are also a partner in this program. You are part of us because you are bringing out the federal government on so many key areas. I saw you talking with us, you know, on percentages and other fellows. So it means you share our own views, you share our own opinion, and you share also our own agony and pain because Nigeria is simply packed up. Thank you very much. So this problem you narrated yesterday with their statistics, you know, are the same thing which will force us to come together and fight APC.
Who are those? Who are the partners that you are putting together in this?
You in particular, in terms of bringing out the fair labor.
I'm on the side of the people.
I saw your analysis. I saw your analysis about the country.
They are facts. They are what is happening now.
They are horrifying.
I'm on the side of the people.
Now, it is those worries, those analyses you made, which will now use and galvanize the country called Nigeria. Thank you, because to us, you are now our resource person to us. I mean, you're doing the right thing because you're also involved. You're also a key player and also a stakeholder in Nigeria.
Job anyways.
You are a stakeholder in Nigeria, Shehu. Apart from that, you are also a stakeholder. If Nigeria packs up, where will you go? So thank you very much because I saw you. And what you did something very, very remarkable by bringing those statistics. And I was highly impressed. So thank you for helping us.
But give us an understanding of what is going on. What do you make of what is going on? You know, former Governor Bola Tinubu, who is President Bola Tinubu at the moment. You've worn the similar shoes with him. A former governor is a former governor. So, and you wonder that he has the capacity, don't you think, that those who make reference to what he did in Lagos, and that those who think, oh, he has what it takes to be able to change Nigeria situation around. How are you having a doubt about his capacity?
I know Tinubu very, very well. I knew him when he was under SDP, when I was then the secretary of the party. I also knew him as governor of Lagos, when I was foreign minister. We've been to him, and we know him very, very well. And I know his capacity. I know what he can do. I know what he cannot do. Luckily today, you know, he is there on top of the country because he never built Lagos. Lagos was built by Nigerian sources, Nigerian money. I mean, the port, the airport, the bridges. I mean, he never built Lagos, and the economy was created by the Nigerian government for him to benefit from. So when you say he built Lagos, he never built Lagos. He never did. He is not like here. He's not the president. But what I say, because I know him, he knows me very, very well. We know where we can deal with him in terms of understanding his failures. We know that.
But, I mean, is there something you think this government is doing wrong? And how do we get it right?
The government is doing almost everything wrong. Everything wrong. Because
for example, and I like to, you're an elder statesman of some sort. So I like your view on how we need to move forward, Governor Lamido. You need to be able to give us your views on if they're doing everything right. What can they do to get it right? We need to get things right as a people, isn't it?
You see, I rather talk politics. As political politician, when you pitch to a government and then the personality, then I become very, very personal. To me, APC from the very beginning, I said, so it's not a political party for Nigeria. Their unity in 2014 was simply to grab power and appropriate it. And we're not seeing the result. We're not seeing it. Therefore, the failure of APC today, led by Tinubu as the president of Nigeria, is something known to each and every Nigerian in all sectors. In all sectors. So what do you want to hear from me again? But then it's what to bring that we get a political party, PDP, properly reconstituted, properly reconciled, so they will be able to take over power because Nigerians are now waiting for PDP. They are waiting for PDP. I've been talking to people in Nigeria. They've been calling me. I know their feeling. I know what they want.
But Governor Lamido, there are those who disagree with you.
Fine.
The class of politicians.
That's democracy. Wait. You see, what I'm saying is not sacrosanct. People are free to say, no, I don't believe you, Lamido. But people in APC now, even though we are failing, they say they're doing very well. Isn't it so? Disagree with me is not a crime. It's simply part of their right to disagree with me, even though they know that they are wrong in that disagreement. They are very, very wrong because they know they are going through.
Well, and the reason why I'm saying this, there are those who will hang, not in literal form, some of those of you who are the class of politicians that we've had in the last 20, 25 years, there are those who blame some of you for the kind of Nigeria that we have today. There are those who will say, some of you had the chance of changing Nigeria around, and you did not. But the question is, the Nigeria that we all want.
I said so from the very beginning that those of us who, when PDP came to power in 1999, and for them who've been there for 16 years through Obasanjo, Erdogan, and Jonathan, a number of mistakes were made. We became deluded by power. We made so many mistakes. Therefore, that's why we're having this kind of consequences of suffering today under APC. So, we have to go back and say, why have we gone wrong? Let's come together first, go to Nigeria, and then. Have
you realized that, Governor Lamido? Have you realized what you have done wrong as a class of politician? Because the political elite are being blamed for the problems of Nigeria today, which you are a chief, you are a part of them.
I have been saying, so you see, for instance, a party which made you a governor, dignified you and honored you. You left the party and went and joined opposition to destroy your own party. Is that something new? Is that news? It happened in Nigeria, isn't it? So we all knew what we did wrong. If those who went to betray PDP had remained PDP, had been more patient and more tolerant and more patriotic and more caring and more concerned, there will be no APC government. So we know our failure, we know what went wrong. We know it. We're not hiding it.
No, I'm asking if you can tell us, what did you do wrong?
Sure. You mean Lamido or the party?
No, I'm talking about your class of politicians. You said you've looked at the past and you are
but then I told you that, you know, look, I don't want to be very, very personal, but I said, look, there are people who are honored by the party called PDP in 1999 to 2015, who are made presidents, vice president and governors, senators and ministers, all right, who abandoned the party and betrayed the cause of the party. Now, if those people had stayed in the party, have done what was right as leaders, because a leader should be able to be a kind of reference point. Should be somebody who should be inspiring others to follow, do the right thing. So they know people can take their own bearing from him. So we did a number of things wrong as leaders of the party, as those who are honored by the party, and that's why we're today in this kind of status. So that, you know, we'll all come back and forgive each other for our wrong, and then and then come back and restore our trust, our unity, our understanding, and our common vision for Nigeria, and then work for Nigeria. That's what I'm saying. How do you say I have to say must aim or must be?
There is a problem here.
Yeah.
If you within
it's your problem. It's your problem. It's your problem. It's your problem.
So what I'm
it's your problem, Shehu.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that is one thing for you to forgive yourselves within your group. It's another thing for the Nigerian people to forgive your group as politicians. So the question I'm asking is, can you describe to us, Governor Lamido, tonight,
what
I'm saying, of leader?
What I'm saying? No.
Yeah, just
Shehu, Nigeria are not here a conversation. They're hearing you, they're hearing me. They hear what you are saying, they hear what I'm saying. So let them decide what we are saying, and then from there take their own direction, take their own cue. I mean, you cannot be the chief advocate of Nigeria. You can't be the chief advocate. You can't be. And you don't also get me programmed to simply answer the way you wish me to answer. I'm not a machine which you are going to manipulate and they also say so. I will not say what you want here.
So let me ask you quickly, sir. Yes. Can you describe for us, since you disagree with the leadership of Bola Tinubu and the APC at the moment, and you think that you are bringing up an alternative ahead of 2027, can you describe the kind of leader that Nigeria needs going forward?
Again, let me remind you, I have never from day one agreed with Tinubu. I never agreed with him. I'm not part of those who brought him into what he says. Therefore, asking me whether, it doesn't even arrive, because from the very beginning, I know, the party he was leading under Buhari and the other was not a party for Nigeria. It was a party simply for personal achievement of their own interests, which they have achieved, Buhari and Tinubu. So I was never part of them. So why are you asking me now? I was never part of Tinubu and Buhari.
No, I'm asking about your own plan and strategy. You are looking for you are working together with some of your friends and partners ahead of 2027, and you say you are working in the PDP to reform things and forgive yourselves within your
rank. Fine.
But the question is that what kind of leader are you trying to put together to put forward to Nigerians?
Try and be patient enough. We are now working very well. We are working very, very hard. Be patient. Wait for the outcome. If you ask me to anticipate, or you are trying to anticipate, it can't work. We are working with it's a process which we have to manage before we get there. So not so anticipating. Just keep on praying for us and hoping that we are doing this for Nigeria. That's all.
Maybe it's going to be Sule Lamido 2027. Could it be?
Hello?
I'm saying it could simply be Sule Lamido. We may just have the answer right on the screen right there. The man looking at himself in the mirror right there, Sule Lamido. Could it be the answer for the PDP in 2027?
You see, something went wrong, that's why we lost power. You all know it, isn't it? So, you see, what we're today is because we did the wrong thing, something went wrong, that's why we lost power. We are now working very, very hard, and we are now reflecting, interrogating the past. Why have we gone wrong? What do we do now to make sure we restore our party to what it were, a party of Nigerian people united with same kind of empathy, human empathy, with same compassion and concern for Nigeria, so that we will be able to come back to power, in 2027. You are asking me to give you an answer to that. It's not possible.
All right. My final question, I'm totally out of time, but my final question to you, Your Excellency, is about the national minimum wage. There are those who say, look, the federal doesn't have any business dictating the minimum wage to the states. You were a governor in the state, and you understand the intricacies and some of the needs of the state. Do you think that the states need any kind of alignment in terms of minimum wage with the federal?
One, Sean, Nigeria is very, very rich with the resources. You understand? We can overcome any problem. We can pay any amount we think is reasonable for Nigerians. I mean, if the government would embark on a 17 trillion naira project between Lagos and the Calabar, whatever, which is not in the budget, which is not advertised, which is not tendered for, where there are no bids, where tender is not open, which is not going through process, 16 trillion, just like that. Sure, they mean Nigeria got the money, but they say, how on earth can a government simply come and look at the expenditure of 16 trillion without, they put the advert in paper, without budget in the National Assembly, there is no budget, there is no process, just like that. So it means that the money is there is money in Nigeria, that's all. If they can do this, then it means they can pay any minimum wage they can.
All right. Thank you so much indeed. It's a pleasure talking to you, former Governor Sule Lamido, former Governor of Jigawa State. Thank you so much indeed for your time. Always a pleasure having you on this program.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. But that's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m., God willing. God bless Nigeria.